Hello, friends. I'm Andy Knode, and welcome back to the show. I just wanted to sneak another little episode in here today because in doing a show about a series that's 25 years old, which is the whole nature of the show that we're doing here, there's not a lot of new news. I mean, the show existed, and now it's done, and it's over, so there's not a lot of new things to talk about when it comes to Batman the Animated Series. However, this weekend, there was a huge piece of new news that came out of New York Comic Con that I had to share with you that I'm sure you've already heard by now, or certainly you could tell from the title of this video, but give you a little bit of my perspective or my opinion on this news that they announced at the 25-year anniversary panel that they had at New York Comic Con for Batman the Animated Series, that they will finally be releasing the entire series of the animated series on Blu Ray. This is something that a lot of fans of the show have been talking about and wanting to happen for a long time. We have the DVDs that came out back in the 2008, I think it was, and we've been, us fans have been watching that to death and been wanting it to come out on Blu Ray. And I guess that one of the reasons why they decided to do this finally was because of the success of re-releasing Batman Mask of the Phantasm, the first feature film of the animated series. They released that on Blu Ray back in July, and I guess the sales were so good that they thought, okay, maybe this will work. I mean, obviously, it's a big process to remaster each and every episode. There's 85 episodes in total through the series, and I don't know if they're just planning on doing the original series or if they're going to move into the Batman and Robin adventures or the new Batman adventures or what all they're doing. I think there's a lot of details that are still a little sketchy because the release date hasn't been officially set, but they said it'll be later in 2018. So I'm assuming they're probably shooting for sort of a holiday release. And I don't know, I feel like they missed the boat a little bit. This would have been the year. This is the 25th anniversary year. So they could have released it now or in this area or maybe a month or two later and got it out for the holiday season. And I know it would have been on my Christmas list, but that's neither here nor there. Honestly, I have some mixed feelings about it. As I've been watching the series back, obviously I'm very excited because I'm a Blu Ray kind of guy, and I enjoy watching. If I can buy a movie on Blu Ray, I will. And I have a lot of movies on DVD that I watch a lot or that I really enjoy that I have transitioned to the Blu Ray. As a matter of fact, the original 4 movies, the Michael Keaton, Tim Burton movies, and the Batman Forever and Batman and Robin, I had all those on DVD, and I finally broke down and bought the Blu-ray set of those ones. But so I'm a big proponent of this. However, as I've been watching the series back, doing this show, it has struck me how perfect the animation is as it is. And what I mean is that it's got a bit of a charm to it because it's not perfect. Because it was a 4:3 format for television, and it is a little grainy, and it is a little imperfect using the old technology of actually taking photo of the cells. And I know from watching videos and seeing interviews and reading articles about the series that Bruce Timm was really striving to achieve that. He wanted it to look like the old series, the old Superman serials from the 40s. And I think he achieved it really well. And I think that it's only gotten better over time I think when it first came out, it may have been a little bit shocking. Of course, I didn't notice these things when I was a kid, but it may have been a little bit more shocking to look at and go, oh, that's not quite perfect. That's not as clean of animation as you were getting from some of the other shows. And people point out there's little things like you can see hair, a hair that was on the plate when they took the picture. I guess there's a dot on Batman's lip in the opening sequence. I have yet to, I never think of to see that. But there's those little kind of imperfections that add to the charm and add to the flavor of the episode. So my concern is that in remastering the show for Blu-ray and increasing the resolution of it, that it would maybe lose some of that. So it's not a huge concern. I will still buy the Blu-ray and I'll still love it. And one of the parts that I'm most excited about is they're talking that there'll be a lot of new features on the Blu-ray. So I don't know. Maybe I'll have to go back and redo this series when that comes out with the new information or new commentaries or whatnot on the episodes. But so for those things, I'm very excited. But yeah, I just hope that they maintain the integrity and kind of rough around the edges charm to it and don't clean it up too much. And I do believe that if Bruce Timm is involved in it, which I'm sure he's in some respect needs to be, that he wouldn't let that happen. You know, it reminds me of I have The Wizard of Oz on Blu-ray. And actually, it's a 3D version of the movie on Blu-ray. And we watched that over at my brother's house, has a 3D TV. And it was interesting watching that even some of the backgrounds, yeah, there's a lot more detail in it. And you can see a lot of things that you never notice. Like there's a rivet between Tin Man's eyes. And you can see the texture of the burlap sack on Scarecrow's face that we never noticed before, that they were able to bring out of the film cells. Which that makes sense because that was a photograph that they were able to clean up. So those were actual details that were in the show or in the movie that were just lost through the process of film deterioration. But it was weird in the 3D because they even made the matte paintings on the back walls of Emerald City as they're marching along, which was just a flat wall painting. They even made that have some depth in 3D, which was a little bizarre, but again, that kind of took away some of the charm of it because it was just a flat painting. I don't want to sound like a hipster, but the purist in me wants to maintain that integrity that was on these initial DVDs, which is very close to how it was on TV. But then again, when I was watching it on TV, we had rabbit ears, so I guess to really be true, it would have to have some static and wavy lines and cut in and out, but. So thanks for watching. Just wanted to, like I said, sneak a quick video in to talk a little bit about a topic that's in the news right now with Batman the Animated Series because, you know, honestly, I don't get the opportunity to talk about current events when I'm doing a show about a series that's 25 years old. So we'll return on Thursday with our regularly scheduled episode of Mad as a Hatter, I believe is the episode coming up. As always, I'm Andy Knode. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on Thursday.